Welcome again to this new session that we are organizing tonight. And I'm sorry for postponing the session till 8 o'clock because I was far away from home.
No problem.
Okay, that's the reason, guys. Well, so last time I think we dealt with the it was about writing activity, about how to write a paragraph. That's it. What was the last lesson that we dealt with last time?
Adjective if I
The prefix.
adjective.
Prefixes, great, yes. Okay, yes, we dealt
Yeah.
with prefixes too, great. And I think we have seen a couple of examples of prefixes. I mean, those letters that we add right away, before the adjective or sometimes the verb, right? Not only adjectives, right? We may have some prefixes that we add before, let's say the verbs in order to convey a particular meaning. Well, just for revision, I'm gonna give you just an adjective and then you give me the opposite. That's the task that we dealt with maybe last time, right? So let's take the adjective here, safe. What do you think is the opposite here for this verb? Or this adjective rather?
Unsafe.
Unsafe, very good, yes. Okay, safe and safe, very nice, good. Well, how about respectful?
Unrespectful.
What is it?
Unrespectful.
Not really.
Irrespectful.
Not really, great. I think we dealt with this adjectives last time.
Yeah, we do it.
Yeah, we did it, great. So we see here disrespectful.
This.
Okay, how about fits? Fits. Yeah.
Unfit.
Unfit, very good. Yeah, very simple. We see unfit, great. Relevant. Relevant.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant, very good. Yeah, you know what does relevant mean?
Relevant is I know
basically
زعما في الموتور.
what is it? Yeah.
ماشي خارج على الموضوع.
relevant يعني له علاقة عنده relation جاية من relates relation relevant right relevant it means it has a relation with the topic or subjects that we are talking about or whatever right that's we say it's relevant right it's not the opposite is irrelevant it means it's beside the point right or far away from topic right very good. Well, how about logical?
Illogical.
Illogical, very good. Curable.
Incurable.
Incurable, very good, yes. Next is resistible.
Irresistible.
Irresistible, very good. How about secure?
Unsecure.
What is it?
Unsecure.
Not really.
Insecure.
Secure, yes, insecure. Great, very good. Just like incurable. Well, kind.
Huh?
Kind.
I asked. Nine.
Kind, yes.
And nine.
What is it?
And nine.
Oh, I said kind. Kind.
Kind. In kind.
Yeah, we see someone is very kind, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I ask you unkind.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Correct. Very good. Yeah, you said unkind. That's correct. Very good. Well, how about satisfied?
Unsatisfied.
There is a, more common, great and frequent
Dissatisfied.
dissatisfied. Okay, dissatisfied. As I said before, maybe if you search in Google, you might find unsatisfied, but this is not exactly the frequent and the most common opposite. For dissatisfied, we say dissatisfied. Comfortable.
Uncomfortable.
Good. How about impatient? Oh my God. Yeah, okay, let's say impatient. What do you think is the opposite?
Patient.
Patience, good. Literate.
Illiterate.
Illiterate, good. Responsible.
Irresponsible.
Irresponsible, very good, yes. How about legal?
Illegal.
Illegal, very good, yes. Legal, illegal. Next is organized.
Disorganized.
Disorganized, very good, yeah. Convenient.
Inconvenient.
Convenience, very good. Lucky.
Unlucky.
Sure.
Huh?
Sure.
Immature.
Immature, right? Okay. Most of the adjectives that begin with M, we mostly add I am just for, to form the opposite. Pleasant.
Huh?
Pleasant.
Unpleasant.
Unpleasant. Not really.
Displeasant.
Unpleasant, very simply, UN, right? Unpleasant, right? Even if it begins with P, but as we said before, we cannot generalize the rule that, whatever or whenever the adjective begins with P, we should add IM. That's, in most cases, but it's not a rule that can be overgeneralized, right? Well, how about limited?
Illimited.
No, no.
Is limited.
We don't say illimited, no.
Dislimited.
Unlimited. Unlimited. Okay, UN. Unlimited. غير محدودة. Okay, unlimited. Similar.
Similar and similar.
No.
Dissimilar.
Similar, yes, dissimilar, right? It means they are not similar. Honest.
Honest.
No. Honest.
I'm honest.
Dishonest, right? Dishonest. This, yeah, we say DIS, yeah, dishonest. Rational.
Irrational.
Rational, very good. Efficient.
Huh?
Efficient.
Efficient.
Oh, yeah, efficient.
Deficient.
No.
Inefficient.
Inefficient. IN, yes, inefficient. Great. Okay, good. Polite.
Unpolite.
Impolite. Impolite. Okay, with IM at the beginning, all right? Impolite. Accessible.
Inaccessible.
Inaccessible. How about grateful?
Disgrateful.
No, it's a very simple one.
Ungrateful.
Grateful, yes, UN, and grateful. And then the last one, reliable. Quite similar. Unreliable, UN too. Okay. Nice. Okay, so I think we have already done the first task, and we shall move ahead, right, to discover the meaning of some prefixes that we can use. Great. Okay, so do you remember that we dealt with the task here number 1? Now let's move on right now, Othmane, here to the table that we have here. This is a very, very important table. Why? Because it tells us, it lists different prefixes that we mostly add at the beginning of a word, or it's an adjective or a verb sometimes. And also, most importantly, the meaning of these prefixes, together with, of course, some examples. So if we find here a re at the beginning of a word, mostly verbs, that means to do something again or back, just like reread or rewrite this article again, because it's full of mistakes and so on. So redo something, it means do it again. And then we have en. That means to make or to cause something to be or to happen, right? Whatever. Or to put into, right? Just like enlarge. It means you mix something large. To enlarge, right? I don't know, right? Certain, container, whatever, right? To enlarge, it means to make something larger, right? To enrich, to make something rich, right? Encircle, that is to say, to make a circle around something, right? That's the meaning of en here. De mostly mean, right, remove. To de something, right, that means to remove, to remove that, right? Demotivate, just like we remove motivation, right? It makes someone, right, you demotivate someone, or someone feels demotivated, that means that he feels demoralized, right? And he lost motivation and interest in something. And then to debone, that means to remove the bone. To debone something, that means to remove the bone. So that's a deconstruction, right? That means, again, you destroy things, right? You try to, right? Deconstruct it. It means try to separate all those, elements that constructs, let's say, the whole body or the building, right? Next we have here pre, that means before or earlier, just like pre-test. Pre-test, it's, test that's, that takes place before, or before, right? Let's say certain, treatments or whatever, right? That's called a pre-test. Pre-plan, it means you plan before. Prehistoric, the prehistoric age. We're talking about the age before history, right? Certain stage before history. That's what's the meaning of pre, right? And the opposite for pre is post, which means after. We say post test. For instance, we have your pre-test, so we got also post test. We also have your post-war. It means, the era after the war. The postgraduate, it means the stage after graduation. Next, we have here pro. Pro, that means with or together. That means with or together. Just like we have here pro-abortion. Pro-abortion, it means, just like some pro-abortion company, campaigns. I mean, those people who are, together, this sports abortion, right? They are with abortion, right? We're talking about pro polygamy, for instance. Polygamy, right? Polygamy, to have more than one wife, right? That's polygamy, right? So there are people who are pro polygamy, right? And there are others who are against, right? We say anti-polygamy, right? Again, in this situation. So that pro abortion, pro American, and so on, right? Anti.
I don't understand it very good.
Okay, so let me make it clear. When you are pro something, it means that you are with. You support that. You are with the, you stand with it, right? Or by it, right? And so on. Like the example that we had here, we have pro-abortion. You know what it's mean, abortion? Abortion?
No.
Abortion is when, right? When a woman got pregnant, which means that, she has a baby, right, in her, let's say, inside, and the baby, right, during the first month and so on, it is still just like a piece of meat, okay? But she doesn't like, she doesn't like to have a baby, right? She doesn't like to have. So what does she do, right? She just go into abortion, right? I mean, she try to remove, that that baby from her, right? From inside, right? That's pro. Pro is means they are with, right? Okay, I am pro, polygamy. It means I am with polygamy, for instance, right? And the opposite is anti. Anti, it means you are against. The whole world, for instance, let's give another example. The whole world, many people all around the world are pro-Palestinians, right? They are pro-Palestine. They are pro-Gaza, right? It means the sports, they are together with Gaza, right? They stand with Gaza, and side by side with the Palestinians, right? But others are anti. Anti, that means against, right? Anti, it means against, right? We got the anti-war. anti-war campaign حملة ضد الحرب, right? We see that there are many anti-war protests all around the the world against the Israeli war, let's say on Gaza, right? That's an anti-war protest or anti-genocide protest, right? يعني احتجاجات ضد الإبادة, right? Anti-genocide protest, right? So anti, that's the opposite of pro. Anti يعني ضد, pro ça veut dire avec, right? Okay, now we have your over. When we add over before a word, especially a verb or an adjective, that it means, too much or excessively, right? To a higher degree. For instance, we have your oversleep, right? I overslept yesterday, so when I wake up, I had a headache. Why? Because I slept a lot, too much, than I need, right? That's what it means to over. Over, it means more than than needed. Overpopulated, it means the population is in a certain country, for instance, is very, very, very high. China, for instance, we would say, as an example, China is an overpopulated country. يعني بلد فيه كثافة سكانية أعلى من اللازم, يعني كبيرة أكثر من right? Very, very high. Gaza too is an overpopulated strip, right? Okay, or districts. Gaza is an overpopulated city, right? يعني مدينة فيها كثافة سكانية عالية جدا, جمع كامل اللاجئين في واحد بلاصة محدودة, which is a limited space, right? Okay, so that's it. Under, it's quite the opposite, right? Under, it means not enough or too little. Just like we say underpaid. Underpaid, we say women, especially in the private sector, women, I'm talking about women teachers or female teachers, are underpaid in private schools, right? It means they get just, very, very little, a very low salary, right? A very low income or salary. That's what it means under, right? It means they, right? Not enough, right? Undercook, right? I couldn't eat yesterday's meat because it was undercooked. لم أستطع أكل اللحم البارحة لأنها كانت undercooked. يعني ما طبتش, ما طبتش بما فيه الكفاية, right? It wasn't cooked well enough, right? Or enough. Underworked again, that means, right, the underworked, that means they don't, that these people who are underworked, it means that they don't work enough, right? They don't right, make much more efforts, right? Or they are not charged with much work, just like many other people or many other workers. Okay, so next we have miss. When we say miss, it means it's wrongly or badly, either pronounced, if we're talking about pronunciation, or understanding, and so on, right? So it's wrongly or badly. Example, we say here misunderstand. Understand, فهم يفهم. Misunderstand يعني أساء الفهم, wrongly understood, right? Something was wrongly understood, right? So that what means here miss. I'd like to pronounce your name. Then I say Othmane. Oh, excuse me, teacher. You have mispronounced my name. My name is not Othmane, right? My name is Othmane, right? Okay, so I say I'm sorry, right? Okay, so that's miss. يعني وقت ما زدناها يعني راه درتيها غلط, درتي الحاجة غلط. Miss here. يعني سمعت غلط. You said something and then I understood something else. I thought that you said something different. Next, we have yourself. Self, that means by oneself. Just like self-educated. Ahmed is a self-educated person. يعني شخص عصامي. He educated himself by himself. None, right, or no one helps him or educated him. He is a self-educated person. يعني شخص عصامي تعلم بنفسه لنفسه. Right, okay? Self-sufficient. Right? Self-sufficient. Sufficient يعني كفاية كذا. Self-sufficient يعني مكتفي بذاته. Right? مكتفي بذاته. We'll say when it comes to Morocco, for instance, Morocco does not import, for instance, tomatoes or let's say oranges. المغرب مثلا لا يستورد الحوامض. Right? لماذا? Right? Just like orange or the tomatoes and so on. Why? Because Morocco is self-sufficient. When it comes to oranges or lemon or tomatoes. That's it, right? Non, it means it has no relation with or it's not connected with. لا علاقة له بكذا. اللي كنضيفوا non, it means it's not connected with or it has no relationship with. Like non-governmental. Some organizations are non-governmental. Most of the associations are non-governmental. Non-governmental, it means they are not connected to the government. I mean, it's not a governmental body or organization. يعني غير حكومية كما نقول مثلا منظمة غير حكومية ما عندهاش علاقة بالحكومة, right? And we say it's a non-governmental organization. Non-violence. Non-violence, it means it has nothing to do with violence at all. All right? Non-violence لا علاقة له بالعنف, right? Non-violence, right? X, that means former or previous. السابق. We say the ex-wife of Mr. Ahmed. يعني زوجته السابقة, right? Okay? The ex-president Trump is the ex-president of the United States of America. Is the ex-president of the United States of America. It means the former president, right? And that's it, right? So that's the meaning here of X here. When you find here sub, that means under. Sub means under. Like submarine. You got the marine, you know what's mean the marine? Are you sleepy? Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Forgot your mic, yes. Okay, so you know what does marine mean? Marine.
Marine is زعما لا مارين ديال البحر اللي كتكون مكلفة بالبحر.
عندها علاقة بالبحر يس. ملي كنقول سبمارين كنطلقوها على الغواصة هذيك اللي ديما كتحرك تحت البحر means of transport. اوكي هذه sub كتعني تحت دائما sub skill we got a skill عندنا مهارة.
What is skill?
Skill هي مهارة, right? Just like if we're talking about language skills اللي كنهضروا على المهارات ديالنا حنايا اللغوية كنهضروا على القراءة we are talking about reading talking about writing كتابة talking about speaking listening هادو المهارات الأربعة ديال اللغة فأي واحد بغى يتعلم اللغة ضروري خص مهارة الاستماع ثم speaking reading and then writing. But this is the major skills. These are the major skills. هذه المهارة الكبرى كنقولوا reading. هذه مهارة كبرى. لكن داخل تحت القراءة ما هذه المهارة كاين مهارات أخرى كتسمى مهارات ديال القراءة, right? وهي كثيرة من بينها مثلا أشهرها كنهضروا على skimming. مهارة ديال skimming. شنو هي مهارة skimming؟ ملي الأستاذ when the teacher tells you to take a look at the picture that is associated with the text. Please, take a look at the title. Take a look at the, the first line. Maybe read the first line of the paragraph or the text, and then tell me what is the text about. Then guess what's the text about. So this is great. Such predictions are referred to as skimming. هذه العملية كتسمى skimming. يعني قراءة سريعة للنص من خلال الصورة المصاحبة من خلال العنوان اللي هو عتبة من خلال ربما السطر الأول والأخير وكنعرف الموضوع علاش كيهضر النص right what is the text is about. هذه كتسمى this is a sub skill. This is a reading sub skill. Another reading sub skill is scanning. عملية ديال scanning مرة أخرى هي يعني مهارة تحتية فرعية right sub skill of reading. Scanning is when you scan ملي كتسكاني لو تكست مزيان. it means you look into the details. كتشوف الأستاذ كيطرح مجموعة الأسئلة باش تمشي لي ديتاي. Right? When was Mr. Ahmed born? At what time did Mr. Ahmed got home? So he's talking about some specific details that you got to, you need to scan the text in order to find out, those details. This is what we mean here by sub. There is something and then there is something under, right? Well, next we have co. When you have co, it means together. To cooperate. The teacher tells you, okay, you have an exercise in class. For instance, the teacher says, please, you can work together, work in pairs, or please, you can cooperate. Cooperate, it means to work together. تعاونوا. يعني ديما شي حاجة ملي كنقولوا co, ça veut dire, right, to do something together. شي حاجة together. Example here we have co-manage. Mr. Ahmed and Mr. Omar co-manage the company. يعني يديران الشركة معا. كتعاونوا على الإدارة ديالها. This book is co-authored by Mr. James and Mr. Tom. يعني هذا الكتاب تم تأليفه من طرف فلان وفلان, right? يعني مؤلف مشترك. It's a co-authored book, right? So this is what we mean by co. It means something, together. That means together. By, that means two. Whenever you find by, it means two. Just like bilingual. This person is bilingual. It means he speaks two languages.
Yeah.
Biannual. It means, right, every 2 years and so on, right? The opposite is mono. Bi, it means two.
Is one.
Mono means
Mono
one.
is one.
واحد كيهضر لغة واحدة بحال الوالدة يلاه كتهضر غير تمازيغ ما كتعرف لا الدارجة العربية لا والو, هي أمازيغية شلحة. كنقولوا my mom is monolingual. She speaks only one language, right? That's mono, right? Monocycle. كنهضروا على monocycle. كاينة البيكالا فيها جوج رويضات, two cycles. كنقولوا it is a bicycle. Very good, yeah. وديك البيكالا الاخرى اللي كيخدموا بها في السيرك والالعاب وكذا اللي فيها يلا
cycle.
فيها سميتو وحده عجله واحده نقولوا اتس مونوسايكل. واللي فيهم عاود ثلاثه بحال تروبورتور كنقولوا تراي
سايكل.
فوالا اكزاكتومون. اذا باش نفهموا هذو المصطلحات اش كاين. So that's it.
And four.
What is it?
And four.
فور ما عندهاش شي مصطلح معين.
It's not quadcycle.
لا كواد بحال مثلا الا خدينا الموتور اللي فيه 4 دروات كنسميوه كواد. كواد رايت. وهي كواد هذه راه عندها علاقه بالعدد رايت. يس عندها علاقه بالعدد. كواد refers to contract leading here very quad. يس عندها علاقه بالعدد. حتى في اسبانيا شنو هي 4 في اسبانيا؟ كواترو. نقولوا كواترو حتى في الاسبانيه 4. 4 كنقولوا كواترو. كواترو اون فرونسي 4 رايت. اذا هذه رايت كنقولوا yeah but when it comes to اذا هادو هما شي شويه اللي رايت اللي عندهم حاله خاصه اللي فيها وحده ولا جوج ولا ثلاثه. شي حاجه اخرى لا يذكر يعني. next we have out. ملي كنضيفوا out للفعل معين it means again to a high degree. It means more than or out to do another grade sometimes. Example, outnumber it means to be higher in number. تكون أكثر عددا. Example here, the girls in my class outnumber the boys. All right? Outnumber it means that their number, right, is higher than the number of boys in my class, right? Which outnumber the other, right? Who outnumber the other in your class, Othmane? Boys or girls? Boys. Okay. Yeah. For you, the boys outnumber, the girls. And again, sometimes we may say out, for instance, outperform, right? We say the girls, for instance, many reports or many studies بزاف ديال الدراسات report that يعني كتريبورتي لنا بأنه شنو واحد الحقيقة report that girls outperform boys when it comes to educational achievements. يعني ملي يجي التحصيل الدراسي بزاف ديال الدراسات كتقول لنا بأن الإناث يتفوقن outperform يعني كيأديو أداء أحسن right كيتفوقوا على right les garçons right في التحصيل الدراسي right. This is out يعني high more than right high right in degree or something. Outweigh again here outweigh it means high in weight right يعني يفوق وزنا right yes. Hyper it looks quite similar it means very or above or over just like hypercritical. Hypercritical. This report is a hypercritical report. يعني نقدي ينتقد بطريقة أعلى right شديدة جدا intensive right hyper ديما وقت ما لقيتي hyper يعني بشكل very right يعني بشكل حاد جدا right intensive. Hypersensitive. Some women are hypersensitive. If you just shout at their face, they start crying and weeping, right? For instance, okay? يعني مفرط في الحساسية يعني أو في الإحساس, great. Auto, when you find auto بالعربي تعني تلقائي, automatic كما كنقول automatic. Auto يعني تلقائي من نفسه, great, yes. It means by oneself. Just like autograph, just like autobiography. Autobiography سيرة هذه سيرة ذاتية. Oh, I write about myself. أكتب عن نفسي حياتي my life and so on. This is autobiography, right? Yes. على عكس biography.
Write about her life.
Biography it means to write about someone else, right? Yes. Autobiography to write about myself, right? Good. But auto, as we said here, it means by oneself. We say automatic, right? We say auto, you know, right? You know, you find it a lot in technology, right? Which means, you know, it does things by itself, right? We also talk about autonomous. كنهضروا فيما يتعلق بالتعلم على شي حاجة سميتها autonomy. Autonomy, we want our students to develop their ability to be autonomous learners. الهدف من التعلم ولا من التعليم بغينا التلامذ كذا وتعليم المهارات you know for students هو أنه يكونوا autonomous learners. شنو autonomous right يعني يتعلموا تعلم ذاتي ما بقاش يعتمدوا علينا نعلمهم كيفاش يستعملوا الديكسيونير باش ملي ما يعرفش واحد الكلمه ما يجيش يسولني انا استاذ شنو هي هذه شنو رايت كل مره بحال انا الديكسيونير ملي ما يعرفش الكلمه راني علمته كيفاش يخدم الديكسيونير يمشي يقلب عليها وغيعرف التعريف ديالها شنو هي that's autonomy هذا هو كتسمى autonomy يعني الذاتيه قدره على التعلم الذاتي yes. Micro that means small. Micro, it means small. Just like microwave, microscopic, right? Some viruses are microscopic. We cannot, you know, see
you cannot see it with the eyes.
Their eyes, يعني
you will have a microscope.
You need a microscope. Very good, yeah. We also say microcredits, right? المغرب هنايا كيهضر على شي حاجة سميتها microcredits. It means they give small credits to, you know, individuals who wants to start up a projects, right?
New projects, yeah.
Right, as encouragement, yeah. تشجيع يعني بعض الأفراد اللي بغى يدير شي مشروع الشباب.
شنو هو استثمار بالانجلي؟
Investment.
Investissement.
En français, investissement, right. In English, we say investment, yes.
Investment.
Voilà, yeah. والفعل, le verbe, on dit to invest, right, to invest, right.
Invest.
Yeah. Right, yes. Okay. Multi, when you find multi, that means many or several. Like multinational. Multinational, it means it includes different nations, right? The World Cup, right? The world, football World Cup, right? Is a multinational competition. I mean, it's a competition in which different, nations takes part. يعني كتشارك. Multimedia. When something is multimedia, it means it
A lot of media.
integrates different media, text, audio, image, and so on, right? Different media, right? Multimedia. When you find semi, it means simply half. Just like semi-circle.
نص
يعني نص دائرة.
نص
نص قراية.
سمي مرة.
Semicircular, نصف دائري, semicircular, and so on. Pseudo. When you say pseudo, that means false. It means false, خاطئ, ولا fake. لا مزور, fake. ماشي ديال بصح, right? Just sometimes when you want to sign up to create an account in a certain website, they may ask you to give a pseudonym. Pseudonym, it means just a fake name, just like a nickname. لقب, مجرد لقب, ولا سمية كما بغات تكون, right? It's not a real name, right? Again, here we have pseudonym, we have pseudo experts. Pseudo expert, it means you're not a real expert, right? It's just being someone who is being expert, but is not. That's it, guys. So pseudo means simply fake. It's not real. And then next we have counter. It means simply opposite, right? Counter means opposite. Just like counter arguments. Right? When we are debating about a specific topic, اللي كيكون عندنا أندبة مناظرة حول موضوع معين, just as we can see, right, on TV and so on. And then, right, I give an argument about something. وكان أعطيك واحد l'argument. I say the debate is, right, should women go outside, to work and contribute to the development of the society and the country, or they should stay at home and take care of children and their husband and housework and so on. People are, go different. Some give arguments that is pro women development and pro contribution to the society. Others provide a counter argument against this, right? يعني كدليل البرهان والبرهان المضاد. البرهان المضاد, we say your counter argument. Neo means simply new, right? Neo means simply new. Like neo-colonialism, الاستعمار. colonialism هو الاستعمار. neo-colonialism
الاستعمار
الجديد اللي هو استعمار يتأسس, which is based on a culture. It's a cultural colonialism, right? استعمار ثقافي. يعني ماشي بالضرورة يجيب الدبابة ديالو,
with the social media,
soldiers and tanks and so on, but with social media very good, عن طريق الإعلام, social media, through even trade, right? Even trade and commerce and so on, right? عن طريق أيضا التجارة, والتجارة عبارة عن ثقافة, right? منتجات ثقافية, كيجيب لك شي لباس ويجيب لك شي حاجة وكذا, right? وتلقى الناس لابسين هكاك وما عارفينش بأن ما راه القضية ماشي غير اللباس, but it's more than that. It's a matter of culture. Okay, that's it. So we'll go and work on this task. All right, we'll work on this task, inshallah, right? And see which prefixes are we going to use. Okay, we got to choose to pick out the correct one in order to serve the right meaning of the sentence. So let's read the sentence and see which prefix do we need here. Number one, please correct me if I happen to pronounce your
mispronounce.
Very good. To mispronounce your name. Pronounce it in a bad way. This is something that we mostly say to our students at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year, when students get into the class, I get the student list for the first time. I don't know how their family names are pronounced. شي حد سميتو بولعجول, شي حد سميتو I don't know, right? شي سميات عائلية أحيانا مضحكة, right? So بالتالي باش تخوفا انك so as to avoid mispronouncing the name of the student, we ask students or we tell them, please correct me if I mispronounce your name. Well, let's move to the number 2. You have to plan your summer holiday if you want to avoid problems or delays.
Problem.
Okay, yeah. What is that? Yeah, problems or delays. I mean,
Problem.
what is that? Problems. We say plan. You say pro-plan?
I don't know. Just give ideas.
Right. Okay, so I mean, the idea got to just to understand the meaning. The idea is that if you want to spend a good summer holiday, especially for the
Post plan.
What is that?
Post plan.
Not post plan. Post plan.
هي زعما دير بلان افون ما تبدا
C'est pas avant. We say post. Post c'est après. It's the opposite.
زعما دير بلان قبل.
Exactement. Alors, post c'est après, and then we say pre, right? We have it here. Pre-plan, right? Okay. So I want to travel to France, for instance, in the next summer holiday. باغي نسافر فرنسا هاد الصيف الجاي. alors من دابا خصني ندير الحساب وناخذ الرونديفو مع الجرايت قنصليه وندير كذا and so on and so forth, right, in order to get the visa, right? Okay. So I got to pre-plan, right, let's say for my holiday. Well, number, so that we say pre, it means you got to plan before. Here we go. Okay. Next we have number 3. Your essay is full of mistakes. I'm afraid you have to write
Rewrite.
Oh, yes, yeah, there are many mistakes here, right? Not to correct. So please, it's better to rewrite this essay. Number 4, most of the children of the Sahel in Africa, that's a region in Africa, are too thin because they are fit.
What is thin?
Fed. The verb is feed. To feed fish, to feed animals, to feed a baby. It means to give him what to eat, right? Okay, it has to do with food. So these people who are living, right, in Sahel, right, they are, what?
Problem.
They have problems, of course. They don't eat well. That's the meaning. They don't eat well. So we say they are. Look at something, not here, right? But
sub.
Underfit.
Yeah, sub.
No, we're not going to use sub. Sub عندها معنى under ولكن لا تستعمل هي. ما استعملهاش هي, right? We use under, right? Yes, here. Very good. Yeah, the meaning is the same, but we use under, right? Underfit. يعني ما سوء التغذية كما كنقولوش ما واكلينش مزيان مساكين ما مغدينش مزيان. Yeah, they are underfit, right? Number 5, it took the crime squad hours to arrest the armed terrorists. You know what it means, a squad? Police squad. هذه فرقة نقولوا ديال البوليس وكذا. Yeah, squad.
Pseudo crime.
What is it?
Pseudo crime.
Pseudo? Why pseudo?
No.
Pseudo doesn't make sense. المطلوب اللي كنقولوا في الإعلام كنقولوا فرقة مكافحة الجريمة. الشرطة ولا الفرقة ديال مكافحة الجريمة اللي ضد الجريمة, right? So what do you think is? It's the What does it mean they are against the crime? This squad or this police, Grace, squad is against the crime. Against very simply mean
anti-crime.
Anti-crime, ça veut dire c'est contre الجريمة, yes, right? Anti-crime squad. Yeah, it took the anti-crime squad hours. يعني تطلب يعني من فرقة مكافحة الجريمة ساعات to arrest باش يوقفوا to arrest the armed terrorists يعني الإرهابيين المسلحين. Yes. Number 6 here, your office is heated. Turn the heater off. You risk catching a cold when you go out. When you go out. Okay, so it means it's too hot, right, in the office. Your office.
Keeper.
Another one. Look for another prefix. It's excessively heated, right? So we say overheated, right? فوالا يعني الشوفاج خدامه حتى سخنا اكثر من سخنا البلاصه اكثر من اللازم, right? Yes. It's your office is overheated. Turn off the heater, right? So as not to catch cold, right, when you go out. Well, number 7, Greenpeace is an nuclear organization. Greenpeace السلام الأخضر هذه منظمة, right, دولية يعني ضد النووي.
برو.
هل تعني برو تعني مع means with
ضد هي anti
very good. It's gonna be anti against, great. Anti-nuclear, guys. Yes, anti-nuclear organization. It means an organization against the use of nuclear weapons and so on. Number 8, hold the baby with care. شد البيبي بانتباه, right, بحذر. His muscles are still developed. Muscles there, right, they are still developed.
Sub-developed.
We don't say sub, guys. Sub خليها under. It's very good, yes. بحال underfed, right? So underdeveloped, very good, yes. And number 9, we said here recent statistics. الإحصاءات الجديدة, right, الحديثة, show that the population of girls in the world, number of girls in the world, numbers that of boys. Remember the example I have given you, right? I mean, the girls are high number. Outnumber, very good, yes. Outnumber, it means فوقنا عددا, right? The outnumber that of boys, great, very good. It means they are high in number, higher in number, yes. Number 10 on the last one, I'm afraid you are charged me. The tag on this shirt says it costs $20, not $35. Okay, so what does that mean? Charged me, right? It means that's okay.
I don't know.
Okay, it means that I have to pay more than, right?
Over or
over, yes. So we say overcharged me, right? يعني right, كلفتيني, حسبتي عليا بزاف كما كنقولوا, right? هذه راه كتك ثمنها كذا وانت عطيتي فرضتي عليا نخلص الثمن اكثر, right? Yes. Okay, so you overcharged me. Great, very good, yes. Okay, so we shall stop here. I'll give you just some examples of prefixes that we have studied today, and then you need to give me an example in a sentence, right? Let's use here the prefix number 1, re. You can think of a verb and then you use it in a sentence. Yeah, re.
Can you repeat, please?
Can you use the word, can you think of a verb, right, to which you can add, the prefix re?
Teacher, I'll give you the answer.
Yeah, you give.
Can you repeat, please?
Oh my gosh, right? Can you repeat?
Repeat.
Oh no, right. I don't think so, great, Othmane, because repeat here, re is not additional. It's part, it's good that you have raised this remark. It's part of the roots, right? Not added letters. هنا الحروف هنا RE جزء من the roots، جزء من الجذر ديال الكلمة، ماشي شي حروف زايدة. alright? This is not a prefix. هذه الحاجة اللي انتبهوا لها مزيان أنك أثرت هذه الملاحظة. right? ماشي وقت ما شفنا ري في بداية الكلمة راه ça veut dire راه no. It can be part of the verb of the word of the roots, and it can be prefix. So prefix is not part of the root of the word. هذه الفكرة اللي نضيفوها ماشي جزء من ماشي حروف جزء من جذر الكلمة. Yes.
I rewrite the paragraph.
I rewrite the paragraphs. Yeah. Can you re-say that again? What do you say? Can you re-say?
Can
you re-express that? You can use any verb of action, right? You use re, right? And it's that the job, right? Very good. Yeah. Rewrite, re-speak, re-invite, right? Whatever, right? Redraw, right? For instance, this illustration again, and so on. And number 2, right? I give you just like one more, right? 2 more examples, right? Think of using the word, anti. The prefix
anti.
Yeah, anti, of course, is added to a noun, basically to a noun.
I am with the person who are anti-war person.
Great. Anti-war. Very good. Yes. Okay. I joined an anti-war protest in order to stand together with Palestine and Gaza. Right. Very good. Okay. So the last example would be over. Can you give an example here with over?
This person wear oversized clothes.
Great. Okay. What is that?
This person wear oversized clothes.
We're over?
Oversized.
What do you mean by oversized?
زعما oversized زعما بحوايج عراض عليهم.
So what is the word here? Over?
Oversize. Size.
Oversize. Oversize, right? Overdose, oversize, right? Yeah, okay. That's it, right? Yeah, that's possible too. Over can be part of a noun too, right? It can be added to a noun, right? Yes, not just a verb, right? We also say overgeneralize, right? Also, right? Sometimes when I say to students, right, they feel like to form the past, the simple past of a verb. If the verb is irregular, you add ed. هذه قاعدة فيها تعميم أكثر من اللازم. قالت الأستاذ أحيانا قد يقول إلا بغيتي دير الماضي ديال فعل régulier en anglais, vous ajoutez tout simplement ed. This is a over generalization. وكتلقى التلاميذ كيديروا شي حاجة اللي سميتها over generalization اللي هو التعميم، وكيوقعوا في أخطاء لأن ماشي توجور غنضيف ed. On a déjà vu بأنه ممكن نضيف d شي مرات، ممكن ed، ممكن ied. So this is over generalization, which is not good, of course. It's good, right, to a certain extent, right, especially with kids, right, to get to have an idea and understand the rule. Well, that's it for today, right, Uthman. We try again to move step by step in order to complete, inshallah, this course. It's very, very important. And now I think that you will feel that you have more freedom and more ability to formulate and create more words just using re or co or anti. You have, with these prefixes, if you understand and remember their meanings, you will be able to come up with as more and generate as more words as possible, be they are verbs or adjectives or even nouns. That's it for today. Do you have any question before you leave?
No.
All right, so pass my regard to everyone and see you next time.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay.